There's nothing like it. The Whelen Modified Tour goes green and down into turn number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask for a countdown from 5, 4.
Drivers, start your engines!
Yeah, we had a pretty good car so far. There was a good lap. I didn't know if it was going to hold up, but all in all, a good lap. And now we'll long race, so we'll make some adjustments and hopefully keep it up front here.
They pull away from the starting grid like warriors about to do battle. It's more than the final race. It's the opportunity to win a title and to win a NAPA event here at the Stafford Motor Speedway.
For the 136th time, the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour is set to take the green flag here at the Stafford Motor Speedway for the NAPA Auto Parts Fall Final Championship event. Will it be Justin Bonsignor?
Or
perhaps
will it be
Patrick
perhaps
Emerling?
a surprise? Because today we saw Anthony Nacella being the quickest car in time, and he'll be starting on the inside of the front row. Justin Bonsignor, the story that Kyle Rickey has been talking about. Will he be able to win here at Stafford? Will it be a title that fits in the winning category for him?
0 for 40 coming in, but it won't matter if he claims that third championship here this afternoon. So many stories, many on the racetrack. We expect some on pit road as well. Let's bring in John Gates and see what we might expect over the next 150 laps on the pit lane. We'll start with John with our pit road coverage.
What a great sound. 26 thundering modifieds ready to go. 150 laps. And here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, it is one of the biggest events of the season. And what a way to end the season. These guys are going to be going for it. No question about it. They are going to mind their P's and Q's. I doubt it. I got Jan Leedy right here, the crew chief for Patrick Emerling. Jan, how's Patrick feeling about the car?
Well, I think we're really good. We slipped up a little bit in time. I'm not too concerned about that. We had a quick car earlier in the day, and we made a bunch of adjustments to it for the race here now, so it's a wait and see.
There he is, man. Jan Leedy, a legend in this 07 Emerling team, as Patrick Emerling and Justin Bonsignor go for the title. A lot of respect between these two teams, but we're going to have to see what happens on the racetrack. Let's go to Dave Barabal.
John, Kyle Rickey touched on that pit strategy, and just some of it is there are 4 tires allotted to each team. they can only change 2 tires per pit stop. They can swap tires, and they can only take either fuel or tires when they come into the pits. And some of the stories you touched about, not only the championship battle between Bonsignor and Emmerling, but Ronnie Silk running for the last time for the 85, the Kevin Stewart team. And how much do you think Doug Colby would like to win here at Stafford? His first Tour event win was here at Stafford, and he won earlier this year in the SRX Series.
Ladies and gentlemen, the field heads off turn number 4. And let's get up, make some noise, and wave your hands. This is what the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour is all about. And as you're standing and waving, look over the top of turn number 2. It's a cloud rainbow from the heavens above. They're watching legendary drivers and car owners. They're here and ready to begin. Down the back straightaway, lights are off on the safety vehicle at the point. From Whelen Engineering, first name in light sirens and safety services. Whelen, American made and proud of it.
Lined up, ready to go for 150 laps. Anthony Nocella, Justin Bonsignor, the front row, race 14. The championship race in 2021 for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, the Napa Fall Final. And with the start, here's veteran Stafford announcer Ben Dye.
Out in front by a nose down into turn number 1. It is Anthony Nocella. Nocella sets the point down the back straightaway. Moving quickly into contend in the runner-up position is the number 7 car for Tom Baldwin Racing. But to the bottom and the inside, here comes the 10 of Doug Colby.
Nocella will lead lap number 1 as they cross the stripe, and back to turn number 2 they go. The race is from second on back. McKennedy has that position. Colby slides in the line in third as they single out toward the front of the field, keeping an eye on Justin Bonsignor as well. He slots in the line in fifth to complete lap number 2.
They start to double up at the bottom of the top 10. Meanwhile, working some magic, all of a sudden, ripple effect. That is at the bottom of the top 10. Woody Pitcat was forced to back out of it just a bit. Meanwhile, back up front, Anthony Nocella in a car owned by Danny Watts. They have not had a lot of success in recent times. Anthony Nocella setting a blistering pace. He was confident coming into this event. And what about the car that is setting in second? John McKennedy's race car. A car number 7 from Tom Baldwin Racing. It's a brand new chassis from down south. It currently runs in the tire tracks of Nocella.
With the super modified ace behind the wheel of that number 7 of John McKennedy, has established himself nicely here the last couple of seasons on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Doug Colby out of the championship battle, but running in third right now and wants nothing more to end this 2021 campaign in Napa Victory Lane with a checkered flag here later this afternoon, but still a long way to go as they get in the line. Bottom of the racetrack, 6 laps complete.
With 6 laps now in the record books, Doug Colby setting in the 3rd spot, driving a car that has been wrenched and crew chiefed by the legendary Phil Moran, the Mayhew Company car, running in the 3rd position. Now, Doug Colby talked about last week when one of the regulars, not on the Whelen Modified Tour, cost him the opportunity to have a great finish at Riverhead Raceway. Previous to this, Riverhead was one of the tracks that Colby would struggle with, but that wasn't the case in 2021. There is Justin Bonsignor being hunted down by the number 58, the GAF machine. Looks to the inside, Kyle, can't do it. Meanwhile, another car tucks out of line behind them. It's the 1 of Woody Pitcat.
All of this from 5th on back as they come back off of turn number 4. That battle, in fact, led by Craig Lutz, just in front of Justin Bonsignor. Then Eric Goodale, Woody Pitcat, Ryan Silk, as one car goes a lap down in turn number 3. That is Melissa Fifield. She'll move her car to the inside off of turn 4. Leaders safely by to the outside lane.
Here is another good battle that is taking place. All of a sudden, Bonsignor is now being hunted. It was just a lap ago by the Goodale machine, Melissa Fifield. drops to the inside of the racetrack. There's the 50 car, the Empire Financial Group car of Ronnie Williams. That was a very fast car in practice, as now he is trying to hold on as he's making a move down under. There's John McKennedy wheeling in on Anthony Nacella. A surprise individual, Stephen Godfrey, has been working with Nacella. There's a bid for the lead.
Had a look to the inside, but Nacella has the momentum in the outside lane, hangs on to the top spot, and as they race hot and heavy, it's about to be a 3-car battle for the lead as the 6-time champ, Doug Coby, slowly wheeling in the lead duo of Nacella and McKennedy.
McKennedy has a car that seems to work both high and low. And Nacella's car, with 13 laps into the record books, still controlling the line. Here comes the Ultra Wheels machine, kind of an appropriate name for a car that is running in the tire tracks of Anthony Nacella. Anthony Nacella has driven super modifieds. He's competed in the NEMA Midget Series and in open wheel modifieds. As he is the dominant car, they come up on more lap traffic. The McDonald machine, car number 26. No changes in the top 3 with 15 laps complete. Doug Coby is still trying to close in, and there is Bonsignor working his magic with car number 51 with Craig Lutz, the 63. That is the backup Dave Sapienza car.
They are side by side for that 4th spot. Bonsignor will take the position away from Lutz, who's barely going to get back in the line, just in front of Eric Goodale. But for how long? Here's Goodale now, out of line.
Goodale is a closer, Kyle. We've seen that on many an occasion. Cut his teeth at Riverhead Raceway, became a household word at the Battle of the Beach several years back, and now Goodale says that this racetrack is one of his favorites. The GAF number 58 is currently running in the 6th position. Woody Pitcat, that's the black and neon yellow number 1 car, setting in the 7th spot.
As they single out toward the front of the field, there's Woody Pitcat to the bottom, car number 1.
There's the 85 of Silk right there with him. Best of friends off the racetrack, but under green, it's a whole different story.
As they work through some traffic up the back straightaway, Bonsignor leading this battle from 4th on back, and it goes to about the 14th position. 10 cars tightly bunched, a bit of a conga line up the front straightaway. Bonsignor, Lutz, then you get back to the Eric Goodale car, Woody Pitcat, Ronnie Silk, the 2-time track champion here at Stafford, Ronnie Williams in the 50 car, all running toward the bottom of the racetrack, some drifting up, looking to build runs, but nobody able to make a move right now as that preferred line is right up against the inside, at least entry into
as
the
we
corner.
are watching the number 1 of Woody Pitcat in the 7th spot, Ronnie Silk is challenging in the 8th position. And then in the 9th spot is Williams, and then it's Matt Swanson driving the legendary Bowler number 3 car. Back up to the front. Challenge is still for the 4th position. And there, you can see John McKennedy can wheel in on Nacella, but for a while, Nacella wasn't pulling away. But now, all of a sudden, that has changed. And now, Doug Coby is closing up the gap. 0.421 separates 1st and 2nd.
Nacella, the race leader. 24 laps complete as they cross the line. 28 years old from Woburn, Massachusetts. 52 prior starts here on the tour. Winless. Looking for that first win. His best, a 2nd place finish back in 2017 at the Seekonk Speedway in Massachusetts.
Continues to dominate the first 24 laps of the NAPA Auto Parts, 150. Looking a little further back, here comes Doug Coby. Coby now in the 3rd position, and now 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. About the same margin, separating 1st from 2nd and 2nd from 3rd. But now, whenever Nacella wants to string it out, it appears that he just steps on the gas and starts to pull away. There's that 4-car pack. The 63 is in the middle of that. Craig Lutz in the 5th spot. Eric Goodale and Woody Pitkat. Good action there. Pitkat's car a little loose coming off the turn. That's the Dunleavy number 1. And now Pitkat's going to make a bid for it, but he thought twice of it and now pulls back in the line.
All this from 4th on back. And further up, yeah, we're looking at Emmerling in the outside lane, not in a position that he wants to be in, as Joey Cipriano is there challenging for that spot.
That is for the 12th position. Cipriano running in the 13th spot.
That's the way they run, single file into the corner. As the leaders cross the line once again, and no change, it continues to be Anthony Nocella, but keeping an eye on Emmerling, that 07 car, having a tough time cracking the top 10, and has Cipriano right there on his back bumper off of turn number 2. This
Here's
is the battle
bid
for 12th and 13th on the racetrack, and the door is open for Cipriano to the bottom, and he will take that spot away.
Joey Cipriano, the backup Stewart Automotive machine, moves in, picks up the spot. That puts Cipriano into the 12th position, backing Patrick Emmerling up to the 13th position. Just completed the 31st circuit. And now, once Cipriano, with the 88 car, was able to get around Patrick Emmerling, he sets his sights on the next target directly in front of him, which happens to be the Andrew Moeller number 35 car.
A regular here at the Speedway in both the late model division and the SK Modified division. Andrew Moeller back in the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour at his home racetrack here today, and running right now in the 11th spot. Then it's Cipriano, a driver that has found success here in the SK Light Modifieds and has a win in the SK Modifieds, running well, but we're keeping an eye on Anthony Nocella. He's the race leader at the point, 33 laps in, and he has led them all thus far over John McKennedy in second,
but look at
Kobe
that
in
battle
third.
for that second position, because John McKennedy is now pressured by Doug Kobe, the Mayhew machine versus the Ultra Wheel car. John McKennedy takes back the second spot, lap traffic to the inside. They come off the turn. Kobe continues to try to put the Mayhew number 10 to the bottom. That race car seems to be sticking exceptionally well on the inside, but the brand new combination of John McKennedy and Tommy Baldwin, that 7 car, has been very, very strong in second.
And he's continuing to hang on to that second spot right now.
Lap after lap.
Yep, over Doug Kobe right there in third, who is unable to make a move. However, that battle has been able to really drive away from Justin Bonsignor in the 4th spot, running unchallenged. And then in that 5th position, Craig Lutz, who is also unchallenged. Then the battle from 6th on back off of turn number 2. A couple of car lengths behind Lutz, and it's led by the hometown Stafford hero, Woody Pitkat, then Eric Goodale, Ron Silk, Matt Swanson, all lined up just inside of the top 10.
In the 4th position, Justin Bonsignor with that number 51 car. Bonsignor is being hunted down by a gaggle of cars here, and among them being, behind him is Craig Lutz, the 63 car. Talk about a side story. He wasn't even sure he was going to be competing in today's event. Woody Pitkat is setting right behind them, and everybody's kind of settled in the positions 4 through 9. And now here comes Pitkat to challenge Craig Lutz again, but it doesn't happen.
6th place battle in turn number 1. Lutz, Pitkat, Goodale. Right there, nose to tail. You can add Ronnie Silk to that mix as well. All separated by about a car length between them as they race off turn 4.
Again, looking to go to the bottom of the Craig Lutz car. Pitkat trying everything. Down to the inside. the Dunleavy truck and trailer machine, the KGM 63 car. Closer than most people park. They cling and they clang. Give Woody Pitcat position number 5.
Goodale to 6. Lutz will lose a few. He's back to 7th, just in front of Ron Silk and Matt Swanson as we watch the race for second begin to shape up between John McKennedy in that runner-up position. Doug Kobe is right there in third within striking distance. But so far, McKennedy has been a near letter perfect here in the first 43 laps. He's been able to hang on to that second spot over Kobe.
He continues to guard the position. Kobe is able to set him up to try to make that bottom shot work. But unfortunately, when it has happened in previous laps, there has been traffic that has decided it. But it is Anthony Nocella, Danny Watts' race team, a guy who was a driver himself in the 80s, competed at Riverhead Raceway. And now we see John McKennedy's car. Again, we look at our timing and scoring, and .591 between first and second. And there's Kobe again. Remember, Phil Duran and Kobe have a magic chemistry as the crew chief and the driver, and that Mayhew operation has been very successful. 6-time championship team. And there was able to get in the right position, but Kyle unable to complete the move.
Yep, not quite. There in turn number 3, a lap ago. He tries it again in turn number 1 for Doug Kobe. Little bit better bite in the middle of turn number 2, but still unable to get up alongside John McKennedy for that second spot.
Here comes Kobe to try it again.
Digging hard on the bottom, but unsuccessful thus far.
And the back end of the machine just kicked out a bit. But he's not done yet. This time it's John McKennedy's car that kicks out. McKennedy's Ultra Wheels machine. Here comes Kobe, working his magic on the bottom. And we can visually see that McKennedy's car is starting to loosen up just a bit.
Caution free in the opening 50 laps of this event for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour, their championship race here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, and it has all been Anthony Nocella at the front of the field. He's led all the laps thus far as they get into some heavy lap traffic. McKennedy and Kobe, the best battle among the leaders right now. Second and third, Bonsignor about 7 or 8 car lengths back, running unchallenged in the 4th position.
Keep your eyes on the leader as he continues to set a blistering pace up front. Anthony Nocella showing it's no fluke that the final race here at Stafford, that he would be the car that has led the most laps, 51 to be exact and counting, as the orange number 82. And Kobe continues to be right there with John McKennedy. Now, tries the inside. McKennedy slips up, off the turn, evenly matched. They come together like two cymbals in an orchestra. Doug Kobe, great shot, riding the inside. John McKennedy digging in hard. And Doug Kobe has moved into position number 2.
Into the runner-up spot for Doug Kobe, about 1 second behind the race leader, Anthony Nocella. John McKennedy has faded now to 3rd and right into the grip of Justin Bonsignor, who has seemingly come out of nowhere from 4th, and now to challenge for that 3rd spot. John McKennedy currently holding the position down, but for how long, Ben? Here's Bonsignor. Inside move in turn 3.
The Phoenix Communications number 51, Ryan Stone, is the crew chief. And now Bonsignor goes around John McKennedy like he almost tied a parachute on the back end of the car. Once Bonsignor is in his rhythm, he is starting to close in on Doug Kobe. 56 circuits. Anthony Nocella leads Doug Kobe, Justin Bonsignor, John McKennedy, and Woody Pitcat now in the top 5.
Bonsignor doing what exactly he needs to do to claim this championship. That's finish among the top 11. He is running there very solidly in third, keeping an eye on Patrick Emmerling, his closest title rival in the second spot. Patrick struggling a bit here this afternoon in the first 57 laps, running 13th right now, well behind the race leader, some 7.5 seconds behind Anthony Nocella, as we watch Emmerling right now in traffic just in front of a former Stafford winner himself. Won this very fall final a couple of years ago, and Kyle Bonsignor in car number 22.
Bonsignor continues to try to stay with him. Patrick Emmerling started the day. A crank trigger on the engine created a problem and a misfire. They got it dialed in. It was the top car in practice, the last car to take time. And you heard Jan Leedy say earlier, the crew chief of that car, that they missed the mark just a bit. But he continues to run strong, but out of contention in the 13th position as we are now on lap 60.
And fighting an uphill battle all day as we have a challenge for the top spot. It has really closed up. Here comes Doug Coby, the 6-time champion, looking for another Stafford win. Still shy of halfway, working just lap number 62 of 150, but what was 10 or 15 car lengths a couple laps ago down to less than 2 as Coby all over the back bumper of Anthony Nocella, who has led the opening 62 laps of this Napa Fall Final.
Well, it's a matter of a simple situation. Here is the rapid. In this case, it is Anthony Nocella being chased by the big dogs. Doug Coby, the 6-time champion, dips to the inside. The Mayhew car comes back into line. And while that is happening, the Phoenix Communication number 51 of Justin Bonsignor is closed up the gap. We've got 3 cars contending for the same airspace, and that is position number 1.
Anthony Nocella about to have his hands full with the 2 most recent champions on the tour in Doug Coby and Justin Bonsignor. They are tightly bunched in turn number 3. Coby, a 12-time winner here in the Modified Tour at Stafford. It's been a while, though, since the 2019 Napa Spring Sizzler. Would love nothing more than to end 2021 in victory lane. He is there within a car length, 10 laps shy of halfway, 65 of 150 complete. We have been caution-free thus far, and here they come. The trio at the front of the field, Anthony Nocella, Doug Coby, and Justin Bonsignor.
And all of a sudden, Justin Bonsignor develops a strong line of staying glued to the bottom, comes back out, right on the back bumper of Doug Coby. Watch Bonsignor now. Takes a peek at the inside. Coby's Mayhew machine holding off the Phoenix Communication car. Traffic in front of our leader. Looks like the Gary Putnam car, car number 77. Here comes Bonsignor. Justin Bonsignor gets a wheel down under, dives to the inside. Coby gives him plenty of room. The lap car could become a pick.
Tight racing.
Wow.
They move around Putnam to the outside. Putnam positions his car to the bottom. Coby hangs on to second for now. But here comes Justin with a full head of steam up the front straightaway and into turn number 1.
Justin Bonsignor dives to the inside. The fans are making noise in the grandstand here. Bonsignor looks for the title, but more important, he's going for the win. Justin Bonsignor now into second. The Phoenix Communication 51. Here comes Coby. Not about to give up. You can't be a 6-time champion and keep your foot out of it.
Running in third right now as they come back off of turn number 4 is Doug Coby. And don't count out Woody Pitcat.
Nope.
He's in fourth, and now he wants to play toward the front of the field. Just a couple of car lengths behind Doug Coby is Pitcat. Then 2 more car lengths back to Eric Goodale in 5th. Top 5 tightly bunched as they come off turn 4, 3 laps shy of halfway.
Greg Lutz in the 6th position. Ronnie Silk is up to 7th. Matt Swanson has been hanging around in the top 8 with Joey Cipriano in 9th. And John McKennedy has backslid to the bottom of the top 10. Meanwhile, Williams now moves into the top 10. There is Eric Goodale in the GAF, number 58, in the 5th position.
Battle for the lead shaping up the back straightaway. Bonsignor had a look to the inside, and Ben, lap traffic might come into play once again as they race for the top spot.
They come off turn number 4, halfway. Coming up, the first half of the event has been led by Anthony Nocella. Here comes Justin Bonsignor. Bonsignor closes in, off the turn, halfway into the record books. Anthony Nocella, but here comes Bonsignor. Trying it again on the inside. Can't do it. Off turn 2.
Bit of a bobble off of turn number 2 for Nocella. Not enough for Justin to make a move. Kobe is right there in 3rd. Pit Cat is 4th. And here comes Eric Goodale in 5th. Top 5 all in your frame on the front straightaway as they race back to turn number 1. Nocella continues the lead, but for how long? Now 77 laps in, this time by.
Now we've got 4 cars closing up the gap. Here comes Justin Bonsignor. He kicks up a little speedy dry, and it is still Nocella digging in hard, but Justin Bonsignor will take over the lead. 77 shows on the board. Back down into turn number 1. Justin Bonsignor in his search for the title and a win here at Stafford.
Is today the day he gets that Stafford checkered flag? Time will tell as the battle for 3rd shapes up behind him. Kobe slips up. Here comes Woody Pitcat looking to the bottom in turn 3.
Woody Pitcat, Doug Dunleavy, the Gunsmoke Stables crew, said they felt they had a good car when they showed up here. Cam McDermott is the crew chief on car number 1. And Pitcat sets in the 3rd position, and he sets his sights on car number 82. Now, a few seasons back, Pitcat drove for the Danny Watts 82 team. And Doug Kobe now back in the 4th position with Eric Goodale up to 5.
Woody Pitcat, a 4-time winner here on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour in 180 prior starts. He is up to 3rd right now. Looking to close in on early race leader Anthony Nocella, who's looking for his first win and led the entire first half of this race. But as you can see, Nocella bit out of shape off of turn number 2, losing ground to Justin Bonsignor and allowing Woody Pitcat to close right up in on him for that 2nd position.
It appears that Anthony Nocella's car is starting to loosen up, and that is working to the advantage of Woody Pitcat, because Pitcat has closed it up, and there is Anthony Nocella in the 2nd spot and right in his mirror. Now looking high and now looking low. Woody Pitcat with no room this time. Now Pitcat changes his line, gets a nice roll off the turn to the inside. There is the bid for 2nd.
Woody Pitcat, a 78-time Stafford winner across all divisions here at the racetrack, looking to add 79 here this afternoon as he races into turn 3, takes the 2nd spot away from Anthony Nocella, who is backslid to 3rd. Doug Kobe now closes in from 4th. Eric Goodale's been right there in 5th, hanging around the last several laps, but not close enough to make a move in car number 58.
But out in front and literally pulling away is the Justin Bonsignor, number 51, the Phoenix Communication Ryan Stone prepared race car. Woody Pitcat, once he gets around Anthony Nocella, and now moving into challenge, here comes Doug Kobe. Kobe slips the Mayhew tool machine in, and with him, the tail that wags the dog becomes Eric Goodale in the GAF roofing car. Nacella is slip sliding now, as all of a sudden the 63 of Greg Lutz has now moved into the top 5.
Didn't Nocella use up too much too early in car number 82 after leading all of those laps in the first half? He's now backslid to outside of the top
Good
5.
battle here.
Just in front of Nocella, you have Lutz to the inside of Goodale for that 4th spot.
They continue to work their magic. Here comes Goodale, now challenging. Greg Lutz has picked up the spot over Goodale, and Lutz now moves into the 4th position with car number 63.
Sun has set here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. The track temp beginning to drop just a bit. The handling on some of these cars changing as this 90-lap green flag run continues. Justin Bonsignor at the front of the field over Woody Pitcat in second, 1.8 seconds separating the top 2. Then it's Doug Kobe, Craig Lutz, and Eric Goodale, the top 5. Looking for former race leader Anthony Nocella. He's one of those cars where the handling has changed, Ben. He has went from the race lead back to the 6th spot in the last few laps. And then there's Patrick Emmerling in the 07 as we watch him race into turn number 1. He is outside of the top 10, still deep in the field.
He is, and there is Steven Kopsik in the Gershaw recycling deal. Car number 2, as now Kopsik continues to work his magic, and that battle there is for the 16th and 17th position. As Kopsik, big runner in the SK Modifieds here at Stafford. This is his first outing, and directly behind him is Bobby Santos III in the Tenio racing car, number 44. Emmerling still tries to keep it guarded to the inside, and that is where the action is. 16th, 17th, and 18th position.
And more than a half a lap behind race leader Justin Bonsignor. He's off of turn 4. That battle involving Patrick Emmerling, Steven Kopsik, and Bobby Santos into turn number 2 from 16th on back as Justin Bonsignor leads into turn number 2. Nobody else in sight with the exception of a couple of lap cars between himself and the battle for second, just moving around J.B. Fortin's car number 34 a lap ago.
95 now showing up on the board, just 5 laps shy of the 100 lap marker. Justin Bonsignor as strong now as he was when he took the lead. Woody Pitcat continues to try to close up that gap, but Bonsignor has a commanding lead, and it appears that Doug Kobe has now moved closer to taking back the second spot from Pitcat.
He was 1.6 seconds behind Justin Bonsignor, the race leader. That gap has closed just a bit, but again, that was with Justin working through some of those lap cars, including the 34 of Fortin. Now Pitcat and Kobe will have to move around JB's car in the next lap or so and probably give some of that time back to the race leader of car number 51. Justin Bonsignor with 51 laps to go here in the NAPA Fall Final.
Starting to work its way towards the closing 50 laps of the event. There is your leader and the point leader, looking to not only win the title, but win his first victory here at Stafford on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Something that has plagued him for many, many a season. Pitcat still in second, Kobe is in third. Lutz in the 4th position. Let's go down on pit road.
Yeah, I got Ryan Stone here. Ryan, man, the 51's moving out really good. He got into the lead. Is he saying anything at all about the car?
No, the car's good right now. I think our concern right now is fuel. It's a long ways to go on fuel. You kind of need like 20 laps of caution, but we got our fingers crossed on that. We're happy, obviously, being in the lead, but we all kind of need a caution here, but we'll see what happens. We got a long ways to go. We got some tires to get, so we'll see how it goes.
All right, Ryan Stone, his driver, Justin Bonsignor, he's got the lead right now in the Phoenix Communication number 51 car. But boy, I'll tell you what, these guys are needing a pit stop.
Tires to get, but only if there's a caution.
That is correct.
And if they need 20 laps of yellow, they better get some cautions here quick with 47 to go. We have been caution-free in the first 103 laps.
In addition to that, you cannot come down on pit road to tires and fuel at the same time. So it will be a choice, a strategy. And then we will find out who makes the right calls, who makes the winning calls, or a sacrifice call. But Justin Bonsignor in command.
Let's go back down to the infield.
I'm down here with Cam McDermott, who has Woody Pitcat. What is Woody telling you about the #1 machine?
Yeah, right now we're just kind of riding here to see how we end up. We only got less than 50 to go here, so we're hoping it might stay green here. We can run down to 51 and keep going.
Now, other teams have talked about getting a caution with tires and gas perhaps being a problem. Is that not a problem with the #1?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to end up probably doing tires for sure. I think if we get a caution, I think we'll be okay on gas. So,
guys, there you have it from the Dunleavy #1 team as Woody Pitcat tries to track him down.
Cam McDermott has done an amazing job for Woody Pitcat. He started out as a spotter several years ago and then moved into this role. Here comes Kobe now, closing up that gap again with the Mayhew #10 car. As he continues to get closer, Craig Lutz behind Kobe and Goodale with the GAF 58 in position #5.
I find it interesting that Justin Bonsignor's team concerned about fuel. You didn't hear much of a concern from Cam a moment ago in Woody Pitcat's pit stall, running in the second spot. Justin, their team, looking for about 20 laps of caution to make it to the end. Didn't hear, again, any concern at all from Woody Pitcat's team as we stay under the green flag. 109 laps into this green flag run. Justin Bonsignor continues to lead. The interval about the same, 1.6 seconds back to Woody Pitcat.
You know, Kyle, you're a statistic kind of a guy. We have to look back in the record books and think about this. When has a championship race ever went the distance without a caution?
That's a good question. I don't know if it ever has.
I don't believe so.
We might see a first here today at Stafford. 40 laps to go. That's 20 miles left in the competition for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Anthony Nocella led early, gave up the lead
Only
just
2
after
leaders.
halfway to Justin Bonsignor. 1.4 seconds now, the interval back to Woody Pitcat. Again, the leaders racing in and around some lap traffic. Doug Kobe is third, Greg Lutz fourth, Eric Goodale the top 5.
And in the 6th position, your early leader, Anthony Nocella. Joey Cipriano is up to 7th, Matt Swanson in an 8th, Tyler Akima is 9th, and Ronnie Silk is 10th. Where is the 07? Patrick Emmerling back in 17th position behind Steven Kopsick with the 2 car in 16th, with Bobby Santos running in the 18th position.
Not nearly the day the 017 with Patrick Emmerling had hoped for here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. The Napa Spring Sizzler winner back to begin the season for the Modifieds in their 2nd event of the year. Patrick was hoping to have that same kind of run today, fresh off a win last week at Riverhead. He thought he had all the momentum in the world on his side, but unfortunately, that simply has not been the case here this afternoon, running outside of the top 15 and watching that possibility of a championship race away from him in Justin Bonsignor, the current race leader.
You know, the last circuit by Patrick Emmerling's car, he literally scuffed the wall coming off turn #4. But there is your leader, the Phoenix Communication #51, Justin Bonsignor.
Battle for second. Here comes Doug Kobe. All over the back bumper of Woody Pitcat. Both drivers grew up here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, right from the street stock division, working through late models, pro stocks, and SK modifieds, and they find themselves running second
Here
and
comes
third.
Kobe.
Here comes Kobe to the inside of turn 3, 4, second, but is it enough?
Kobe tries it, but Woody Pitcat slams the door. There's no room at the end this time. And directly behind Kobe is Craig Lutz. And now it appears that Pitcat is gaining some momentum.
Now, at what point does Justin Bonsignor start to save fuel? And at what point does he become concerned? Because if you need 20 laps of caution, like we heard from their pit a little bit ago,
Yep, that was the
that
word.
may be a concern here with about 10 laps to go in this race for Justin. 1.1 seconds. Pitcat closing in, as is Doug Kobe. Let's see if that interval changes this time by with 51 laps to go. And it does. It's 1 second even. They're closing in on Justin, who got out to a near 2-second lead about a dozen or so laps ago. That lead is evaporating.
And you have to wonder if exactly what you were talking about is the story. Is Ryan Stone telling his driver, save on fuel, conserve, 30 circuits remaining. And now, Woody Pitcat continues to shake off Doug Kobe in that battle for the second spot, but Justin Bonsignor continues to dominate. Now Kobe, little cat and mouse action as he continues to run in the tire tracks. And Kobe has maintained the same distance over Craig Lutz for the last 30 laps or so, and Kobe's car's loosening up a bit. He's really running hard.
Had a bobble off of turn 4 by one car off the lead lap. We stay green. Last time by 9/10 of a second. This time by back up to 1 second, so that it stabilized just a bit for now. Justin Bonsignor back to Woody Pitcat in
There
second.
is Ryan Stone. A look at him, and you can see he is concerned, watching his car, thinking, calculating in his mind, was it the right strategy? They're looking at timing and scoring as they watch their car dominating in search of the 2021 title on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. This time, when they come back to the line, 25 circuits to go.
And a host of lap cars in front of the race leader, Justin Bonsignor, including Bobby Santos, John McKennedy, Patrick Emmerling, just clinging to the lead lap, leading the cars up the back straightaway, trying to stay on the lead lap. Justin is about to have his hands full. 1, will he have enough fuel? And 2, can he get through this lap traffic without Woody Pitcat and Doug Kobe closing in and challenging for the race lead?
Side-by-side battle in front of him. Dave Zapienza, the 36 machine. And now, Justin Bonsignor goes to the inside of Zapienza in the lapped race car. As Bonsignor threading the needle through traffic, still in command, while Pitcat continues to be pestered by the 6-time champion Doug Kobe with car number 10, the Mayhew Tools machine.
Bobby Santos off the pace. He is heading to the pit lane as the race leaders go back to turn number 1. And again, Justin Bonsignor in lap traffic. He has room to the inside of the John McKennedy car. The battle for second goes to the outside of Dave Zapienza, a few car lengths back, as caution is out for the first time.
Caution flag comes out. And the caution comes out of 129 as the pace car picks up the leader, Justin Bonsignor. And now this is where it's going to get interesting. Let's go to our pit road reporters to see if they have heard any of the strategy with 129 of 150 complete.
John Gates?
crews are definitely picking out tires to put on these cars. Drivers are just begging for some tires and begging for some grip in this event. And of course, we do have some low on fuel issues as well. So it's going to be interesting, and a lot of cars are going to be coming down this pit road. So we're going to try to keep you up to date here with what's going on. Let's see what Dave Baribolt's got.
John, the chess match is just going to start to begin. I'm over here by the Woody Pit Cat team. They're getting their guys in line. I see a tire getting ready to go out, at least one change for the number 1 when we go back racing.
We just saw on our monitor that car number 51, Ryan Stone's team, have a tire up on the wall, so it looks like the possibility is going to be there for them to come down. And
looks like debris over in turn number 3 has prompted this caution flag. Dave Sapienza, who had just gone a lap down, will be the free pass car under this caution.
Some oil dry being applied to the racing surface. And let's go back down to Dave Baribolt. Dave?
Yeah, Ben, we're just waiting right now for them to start making their way in. As you say, the crews are up on the wall, getting ready to go, every team. And now we're down to less than a regular Friday night feature here at Stafford for these cars.
That fluid might have come from the 44 for Bobby Santos.
Yes.
That car was off the pace just prior to the caution flag. He had gone a lap down and then fallen way off the pace over on the backstretch into turn 3. So possible fluid there from the 44 team of Bobby Santos. Not confirmed, but that car not on the racetrack right now.
Take note of pit road. It is still closed at this time, with the red flag being displayed there at the entrance of turn number 3, which is at the entrance of pit road. They're checking the racing surface as well. 131 of 150 complete. Justin Bonsignor has been one of 2 leaders in this event in the Phoenix Communications car, looking for his first career victory here at Stafford on the Whelen Modified Tour and the 2021 title. Great day for Woody Pitcat, the Dunleavy number 1 car, setting in second. Mayhew, number 10 for Doug Colby, is in third. Craig Lutz is in fourth. Eric Goodale is fifth. Joey Cipriano turning some heads in the 6th spot. And there is the green. Pit road is about to be opened. Let's see who's going to come in or stay out. 132 now showing on the scoreboard of 150 here at Stafford.
John Gates, Dave Baribolt on pit road, set to be busy in the infield as Justin Bonsignor leads what appears to be every car on the lead lap onto the pit lane. The Woody Pitcat car, second in line, Doug Colby. Here they come, boys. Let's go to pit road and begin our coverage with John Gates.
We are in the Phoenix Communications pit area, waiting for Justin Bonsignor, who's going to pull in right now with the number 51 car. Pit crew goes to work immediately, jacking up the rear of that car. It looks like right side, make that left side rear tires on this car. So tires are going on the back end of the Phoenix Communications number 51. The big news is that car going to have enough fuel, and maybe this caution helped out several other cars also in the pit area. And we also have a connection between the 25 car and car number 63 gets into it. So it's a hectic deal off pit road, Dave.
Right side rubbers, they take 2 tires on the number 1 of Woody Pitcat, send him out, and he just gets out in front of the 66. There was a little sluggish on the pit stop. They were trying to get the car going again. They sent him back out. He lost quite a few spots on the track in that pit stop.
Yeah, about a dozen spots,
Yes.
Dave. A tough break there, a slow stop for Woody Pitcat running second prior to the pit stop sequence, and we'll see where he falls in line
And it looks
as the
like
leaders come around.
Matt Swanson has moved into the 2nd spot, and the 10 of Doug Colby. And the guy that might have gained the most is Patrick Emmerling, because car number 07 was running in the 15th and 16th position before the caution and is now up to the 7th spot.
Let's go back down to the pits.
Yeah, Kyle, there was a lot of confusion here as cars were coming in and coming out of the pit area. Going back several spots was the 7 of John McKennedy. He lost quite a bit of ground because he was basically stuck in the pit area and couldn't get out of his spot there. The 10 car was able to clear, but just barely, and the 63 car actually went off the speedway, actually off pit road here, as there was some contact.
John, from what you saw, and I know it's hard to see down there from the infield, how many guys took tires versus fuel? Looked like there was a lot more tires than fuel.
You are correct, Kyle. Many more cars took tires. I saw no fuel down at this end of the speedway, so the 51 car must be okay with these caution laps.
Well, there is 15 laps remaining up on the board as we're about ready to go back to green flag racing. Justin Bonsignor has a new player alongside of him, the 21-year-old driver, driving Old Blue, Matt Swanson. We haven't talked much about him until this caution. And literally, the hodgepodge that developed on pit road, the green is back out. And Bonsignor leads Colby. Doug Colby following him through. Matty Swanson with the 3 car back in the 3rd position. And Anthony Nacella up to the 4th spot. And guess who's there next? It is the 07 of Patrick Emmerling.
Woody Pitkat restarted in the 15th position after losing 13 spots on pit road as the race leaders hit the back straightaway. 12 laps to go this time. They bottle up from 3rd on back. That's where we find Swanson and Nocella behind Justin Bonsignor and Doug Covey. They are 1st and 2nd. Nocella 3rd. Here's Patrick Emmerling to the inside of Swanson for 4th.
Swanson gets shuffled back. He is now trying to hold on to remain in the top 5 here. Meanwhile, all of a sudden getting hooked up behind him, it is the Eric Goodale car following Kyle Bonsignor. Kyle Bonsignor just moves into the top 5. When they come off turn number 4, 10 laps to go.
For Justin Bonsignor, the race leader, looking for his first Stafford win, looking for his 3rd NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour title here this evening. Doug Covey in 2nd, letting him get away. The battle is for 3rd.
It is car number 07. Patrick Emmerling moves to the inside of Anthony Nocella. Patrick Emmerling goes to the inside. Emmerling now on the podium in the top 3. Nocella now being pressured heavily. Tapped to the bumper by Kyle Bonsignor.
Further back, Lutz goes to the inside of Swanson for position number 6 as the top 5 now get single file, led by Justin Bonsignor. There's the battle for 3rd, working up the back straightaway. Patrick Emmerling doing everything he can do right now, fighting from nearly going a lap down prior to the caution. A great sequence on pit road, finds him 3rd with 7 laps to go, but Ben, unfortunately, not nearly enough to have a shot at the title.
Not enough, but still a solid run. And now we look a little further back, and it's Eric Goodale with Tyler Ripkema and Matt Swanson. But there is your leader. As he comes back to the stripe, he'll be given the high 5. 5 circuits to go. And Doug Colby is closing up the gap. But there is Justin Bonsignor.
0 for 40 coming into races here at Stafford for Justin Bonsignor on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Trouble, turn 2, Swanson goes around, caution is out. Old Blue sits backwards at the apron of the 2nd corner, putting the yellow lights on around this speedway for the 2nd time with 4 to go. Woody Pitkat might have got a piece of it, and one other car showing some sparks in turn number 3.
Well, down on pit road, even though pit road was not open, it is the number 1 car, so Woody Pitkat's impressive.
Let's get a look at it on the replay as we go caution, and Swanson already turned around in turn number 2 as he was in a big pack of traffic going into the corner.
But there is your leader, the Phoenix Communication car. 146 now showing, and Woody Pitcat. And car number 88.
We said a third car may have been involved
Yes.
off of turn number 2 along with Woody Pitcat and Swanson. It looks
Let's
like
take
Joey
another look
Cipriano
here.
might have been involved as well.
Yep, Cipriano got on the binders. Tyler Ripkema, the 32 to the outside. And Matty Swanson did a good job of keeping the car moving, even though it was backwards, to keeping it out of harm's way. But if you think this is over with, there is 2 of the very best running 1-2 as we're coming down to the wire.
JB Fortin will get the free pass once we get set for the restart in car number 34. Pit road is open. Will anybody make a last-ditch effort here? With just a couple laps to go, we will go, it appears, into overtime.
And there is Ryan Stone, and you can see that he is totally focused. And remember how many times this team has come close to winning here at Stafford. Down on pit road, 35, Moeller is in, the 3, and the 1 of Pitcat is back in.
Swanson is on pit road, Moeller is on pit road, Pitcat and Cipriano, as the field has got the 1 to go signal. We are set for the final couple laps of the 2021 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour season. And that'll wait at least one more lap.
Yes,
as the
it will.
caution is out. They want to give everyone a fair shake on the pit lane. Let's go back down to pit road and John Gates.
Left rear on the number 3 Matt Swanson machine. It looks like a right rear on Woody Pitcat's number 1. The 88 had a front left flat tire on that car, Joey Cipriano. And also it looked like the 35 come in. Dave, you got some guys up your way?
I'm actually here with Jan Leedy, and Jan, Patrick Emmerling had a great pit stop, worked his way through the field. Maybe not enough to get the championship, but does he have a shot at the win?
Well, we certainly think so. We've got a fast car right now. The guys did a great job getting him out of the pits with some great track position. Patrick's done a great job. He's a great driver. We'll have to see how things fall.
Guys, as we get ready to go back to green, let's see what happens.
Well, it's 149 now showing on the board. Lights are off on the safety vehicle at the point. Justin Bonsignore and Doug Colby. Patrick Emmerling, Kyle Bonsignore.
Set for an overtime finish in 2021 here in the Napa Fall Final. A 2-lap sprint to the checkered flag. Justin Bonsignore, Doug Colby, who gets up in the outside lane as they go back to turn 1. Colby out front by a half a car length. Here comes Justin Bonsignore back to the inside, side by side for the top spot.
Justin Bonsignore takes it in deep. Colby continues to dig hard on the outside. Here comes Patrick Emmerling. Off turn number 4, white flag is out, 1 lap to go.
Justin Bonsignore leads into turn 2 for the final time. Doug Colby will have one final shot in turn 3 as they scatter further back into the corner. Here comes Colby within a car length.
Off turn number 4, Justin Bonsignore has done it. A win here on the Whelen Modified Tour and the title for 2021. Justin Bonsignore, Ryan Stone and company ecstatic on pit road. Doug Colby to finish unofficially in 2nd, Patrick Emmerling for 3rd, Kyle Bonsignore to finish in 4th, Craig Lutz to finish in 5.
Doug Colby the first to congratulate Justin Bonsignore. The post-race tap to the back bumper as he finally takes the win and becomes a 3-time champion. Ben mentioned the top 5. Anthony Nocella finished in the 6th spot. Tyler Ripkema 7th. Ron Silk in 8th. Eric Goodale 9th. And Ronnie Williams rounding out the top 10.
Then in the 11th spot, Timmy Salavino, John McKennedy finishing in the 12th spot. Austin Beers in 13th. Stephen Kopsick, good run for 14th. Joey Cipriano for 15th.
Further back, just outside of the top 15, you have Andrew Moeller, Matt Swanson, JB Fortin, and Woody Pitcat. Dave Sapienza rounding out the top 20 as all eyes are on the race winner and Ben the champion for a third time here on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour.
There is the championship flag. As Justin Bonsignore was able to win here at Stafford, something he has been in search of for quite some time. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen, your 2021 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion, Justin Bonsignore, in the Phoenix Communication Ryan Stone, prepared number 51.
It only took 41 races for Justin Bonsignore to claim a checkered flag here at Stafford on the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour. Not only does he take his first checkered flag, but his third title as well, as he celebrates here on the front straightaway the championship banner and the championship donuts right on the start-finish line.
And what a day as Bonsignore heads into NAPA Victory Lane. And the crowning of the champion.
We'll hear from our champion and our top 3 finishers in just a moment. Don't forget, this does not conclude our 2021 season. We are back on Friday night, NAPA Championship Night, to determine who our SK Modified, our late model, our SK Light Modified, our street stock, and our limited late model champions will be for 2021. You're not going to want to miss it. If the last 20 weeks or so is any indication, that is this Friday night to wrap up our 2021 season. But we're about to wrap up the 2021 year for the NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour in Victory Lane. Justin Bonsignore has made it there. We will hear from him here in just a moment. Getting set to climb out. Whelen Victory Lane signage on the roof. Checker with the championship banner.
Yes, sir.
In hand.
About ready to work his magic and get out of the Phoenix Communication number 51.
What a race for Justin Bonsignore. An event that had so many question marks. Were we going to go caution-free, and were the race leaders going to have enough fuel? Then we had those cautions. The topsy-turvy front of the field after those pit stops, and here he comes. Justin Bonsignore climbs out of the car. Celebration commences down in Victory Lane. Let's go down trackside and hear from our race winner and our 2021 NASCAR Whelen Modified Tour champion.
A win and a championship. Justin Bonsignore getting it done here at Stafford. Justin, you were 0 for 40 going into this thing. A big win here today, man. I'll tell you what, that 51 car was rocking.
1 for 41! Oh, I'm so glad we got that, man. 3-time champion, but I can't get past winning at Stafford. And to beat Doug, he beat me at Riverhead to get his first this year, so it's only fitting that we were able to outrun him. Didn't want to see that caution at all. And then 4 to go, you don't want to see another caution. Car was just really good on the long run, and just trying to do whatever I could to save fuel and make sure we weren't going to run out if it stayed green the whole time. So just want to thank Phoenix Communications. They got 1 million people here. Clearcom IT Solutions, M3 Technologies, Robert Yates Racing Engines, Fury Race Cars, all of our product sponsors, Ken and Jenny Massa, the kids, Ryan Stone, and all the guys on the pit crew, my parents, my girlfriend. This is unbelievable.
I'll tell you what, Justin, the car looked good all day. Ryan Stone was talking about maybe fuel mileage. You think you were getting close there?
Yeah, we were doing everything we could to slow our pace on that long run because you just don't know. We've never had to go full 150 green. It's been close a couple times, but I had a big enough lead where I was trying to manage the gap and manage my fuel at the same time. And I asked him. I said, if we got to turn it up, can we? And Ryan gave me the green light, and then unfortunately that caution came out. But unbelievable to get another championship, to go back to back. What we've accomplished since Ryan came on board, and everything that we've been able to do this year. We've only had one win until tonight, so glad we could get a second one, and just forever in debt to Ken and Janine Matza for everything they've done for me. Been together since '09, and it's an unbelievable feeling. We're gonna have some fun tonight at the Phoenix tent out in the parking lot.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Hey, Justin, turn around. There's your beautiful trophy from the Stafford Motor Speedway for the fall finale 150. It is Justin Bonsignor.
Badass motherfucker. Unbelievable.
Where's Kenny?
And then
Here he is.
these two
And we'll wait here for a few seconds for Doug
Yo,
Cody.
Paul, I'm not giving you that back. That's coming home.
Doug, it looked like you had a couple of shots to try to get underneath.
Yeah, Bon Squaw. That's it, Justin. You got it. You finally got it.
Next to Woody without really jamming into him, and then the caution comes out, and we tighten the car up, but then we're just too tight, and I just watched Justin smash the gas and drive away, and I just decided I had to drive it even harder, and the caution comes out there at the end, and I just feel like, man, home turf, I should have been able to defend it. I'm really disappointed. You guys know I always made fun of Justin for not getting a win here, and here he, stuffs it in my face by winning the championship and the race. And I told him earlier in the week, I said, I don't care if you're clear by 2 on the last lap. If I'm second, you're not winning. And he was just way better than me. I couldn't get there. And that team, we have a friendly rivalry. We really want to beat each other as often as we can. And man, they are just on their game. And we try our hardest. My guys did a great job with the Mayhew Tools team. And, it was just challenging out here with the way their track was really weird all day today. A lot of us struggled in practice. And certainly on that long run under green, it was not that fun, but it made it interesting. And man, hats off to the 51 team, also Patrick Emmerling's team for the season they had. And it's fitting here. I think we were the 3 best cars, other than Ron Silk, pretty much. The 4 of us, but the 3 of us here at Stafford with Justin the champion. It's kind of fitting. So congrats to them, and we'll be back.
Now I know we talked about that late caution. Everyone took tires. Was fuel ever a concern?
Oh, fuel's a concern. I'm curious to see how much we have left, and Phil told me on, the last couple cautions, save me something. I didn't really care. I'm not saving anything at that point, and just tried to do the best I could throughout the race. We were running such slow lap times, though. I can't imagine we used a ton of fuel, but we'll see. It's probably pretty close, and would have been really interesting for sure. I'm sure the 51 was tight on fuel as well, and man, it could have been really scary there for them, but wasn't meant to be today. I mean, second best car. It's pretty much fitting for how the season went, and we'll just go back and regroup, and hopefully see us at the Thompson 300 here at the end of the season, and call it a season.
Doug Cody brings it home second in today's fall final. We'll move over to Patrick Emmerling, and Patrick, a sluggish start, but a huge rebound off pit road.
Yeah, we were just, we were a little bit off to start there, and we didn't have the good track position to begin with. But luckily that caution came out. We were able to, my guys did an awesome job gaining a ton of spots in the pits there, and really get me out there and give me the opportunity to, be in contention there. And congrats to Justin. I mean, them guys are, and they've been the fastest car all season, and awesome work to them guys. I mean, we were chasing them, so. But hats off to my crew as well, though. We were. We had a tight points battle there for a while, and we had a lot of fun all season long. And I'm just happy. We were in contention up until the last race, and that's we can finish the season and hang our heads high. So we're real proud of what we did, and congrats to Justin again.
Well, that concludes our podium for the race. I think we'll go throw it back to John Gates as he has more words with our 2021 champion.
Justin Bonsignor picking up the championship this year here in the fall finale. We got another picture we got to take. We'll be doing our championship interview here very shortly.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as the victory and championship celebration continues, center stage here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, we want to thank each and every one of you for joining us here for this afternoon's presentation of the NAPA Auto Parts Whelen Modified Tour 150. Remember, we do it all over again next Friday night, October 1st, for the NAPA Championship Night, the crowning of the champions in all 5 divisions here at the Stafford Motor Speedway. Tickets are on sale as we speak. Join us and bring a friend. On behalf of everyone here at the Stafford Motor Speedway, we refer to ourselves as Team Stafford, an entire Root family consisting of Mark Root, Lisa Root, Paula Root, and David Root and their families. This is Ben Dodge for Kyle Rickey, along with Dave Barabal and John Gates, saying thank you. Have a safe and pleasant ride home, and we'll look forward to seeing you next Friday night here at Stafford.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our fans for your support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.